Hello, this is Dr. Dave Maslach talking to you about reciprocity.com. The E is written with a 3. And in this particular video, I want to talk to you about how do you actually start writing a book, a blog, an academic paper, anything like that. I'm a professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship, and this is part of my Monday Write series where I'm just trying to be as helpful as I possibly can. So how do you actually start writing a book or a blog or academic paper? The key is simply just to start writing. Just get out there and just start writing. Writing is the most difficult thing in the world for most people. You have to get these ideas down. You're going to struggle in a lot of different ways. I mean, obviously, there's probably more difficult things like, I don't know, running 100 miles or something like that. But in general, most people they struggle with these sort of tasks that take a long time and take a lot of behavioral motivation to sort of keep things up. It's very similar to like losing weight or running a marathon or something like that. You just have to have in the mindset that you're going to be doing this for a long time. So the people that actually make a career out of writing, whatever it is, as a professor or as a major author or something like that, they simply just get out there and they write, and they do that over and over and over again, and it's going to take probably 10, 15, 20 years of writing, if not more, on a regular basis or on a very, very regular basis. However that frequency is, try to aim for it every single day and just keep writing all the time. And that's really what it is. That's how you start writing and you become a much better writer. And there's two sort of big reasons why this is a case, that you just have to get out there and you just write and just sit down and write. That's it. Focus on writing a couple of words when you sit down, and then pretty soon it's actually going to start coming out really quickly. So there's two reasons why this is the case. First of all, you have to write a lot. And then you delete a lot. So the problem is you write a lot, you don't like those words, so you end up having to delete it. So you have to write more than you actually delete or change. So you're going to do a lot of that kind of stuff. And then, the other thing is that to build an audience, you just have to write so much. I mean, you're probably going to have to write 5 or 6 books before anybody actually starts paying attention to your writing, or a small audience starts forming around what you're doing, right? You have to get out there and you just write. The academic world is the same thing. You have to publish a ton of papers before people actually start paying attention to your papers, or start following with what you're doing and looking at what you're doing. And that's kind of the normal thing with a blog. You have to just get out there and write tons and tons and tons before anybody starts reading your blog or paying attention to it. And I'm talking, most people have in their mind, oh, I'm going to write like 30 blogs or write 30 pages. Now I'm talking like writing hundreds, if not thousands, of pages before anything really starts to sort of solidify and it becomes a big sort of part of your life. And that's just kind of really what it takes. So you have to arrange your life to get to the point where that is the case, that works, right? So maybe you have a part-time job or you have a full-time job and then you write on the side. And if you can't do that, then you're not going to get that to that stage. So for me, I had to do a PhD for like 7 years before anything started to take off. And then even then, my career, I've been out of the PhD for like 5 years, 6 years now, and I still feel like, I got a long ways to go, right? It just takes forever. So what are some tips to actually start writing or getting yourself to starting to write to some sort of way, right? So the first one is get yourself into writing, get yourself into an activity that is similar to writing in some sort of way if you're not really good at writing. So as you could see, I'm putting out a bunch of YouTube videos here, and that's on purpose because eventually what I'd like to do, if the whole reciprocity project works, is I can start converting some of this stuff to blog posts, which I've done a couple. Getting somebody to help me out to write these into blog posts, because that's not where my focus is. My focus is on academic research. But, it'd be nice to get them into blog posts and then eventually maybe start converting some of this stuff into actually books and, how to write in academia, how do you actually create a startup, things like that that might be useful to people, as well as a lot of academic ideas that are here, what I'd love to share in a book form. And I'm not going to get that, I'm not going to be able to do that unless I do an activity like this that I actually like to do, beyond to writing academic papers, which is, that's our main thing that we should be doing, right? As an academic, if you didn't know that. Um, the other thing that you can do is just start writing, right? And start writing about your own experiences. Everybody has different experiences. So if you're a youngin, right? If you're in high school or something like that, or even younger, just start writing about what you're doing and just make that kind of a habit of what you're doing, time and time again, and just kind of get used to that. I know it's going to take a long time, right? You're going to stink at what you're doing, and it's just going to take forever to get to the point, but you'll get there, and it's okay. And live life on the side. You don't have to be all this sort of serious person writing all the time, but you can live life on the side, and just know it's people that make a career out of writing have a career out of writing, which means that they have breaks, and that they have life commitments and stuff on the side as well, right? It's not everything that they do. And then the third thing is just focus on writing quantity first rather than quality. So you're going to get stuck, and this is, so I teach a course on creativity and innovation. People often get very, very stuck on this part of it, and you just have to get the easiest way to be creative and to write a lot, or to do something, is just write a lot and not worry about the quality part of it, right? So that is going to shut you down. The quality part is going to shut you down. So the goal is just to get out there and write, and get things done. And really, that's those three tips are going to be very, very important for you to move forward. However it is that you are going to be able to move forward with getting your writing project down, whether it is you're writing a book, whether you're writing a blog or writing an academic paper, however it is you're looking at, if you just follow those three tips, just get out there and perform some activity that's related to it, whether it's blogging, whether it's YouTube videos, whether it is actually writing, whether it is writing letters to somebody, doing sort of a diary, whatever it is, just get out there and write. The other thing is to focus on, writing experiences about yourself. And then the third thing, just focus on quality, not quantity. After you can worry about the quantity or quality. Focus on quantity, not quality. And then after you just focus on the quality and clean it up. That's totally fine. So, take those three tips. That will be very helpful to get you started with writing a book, and let me know how it goes going forward. All right. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.